Ghana, we discuss Ghana, we talk about Ghana. Kessben match mediano pay and yes, see in Konya. And then of course, yes, sad, dear no, but and to say kakra the woman is changing entirely. Minim say ukwada na kwasem ma opportunity na mo ka masem. Now what we are going to do is say issue I walk board no. Na African Ziga ewa ha Mr. Speaker so atena say ya bebobo ho kakra. Na ene dwumadie nyina no is about teachers. Education sector, education service. GSPRO ebe joini akwesi kwate be joini na African Port ha Mr. Speaker te ha and ye ne so a mo actually teachers all the whole country from the northern region to the southern part Greater Accra baby teacher ni a wote enka ba bia se radio no kura oni bia de fa phone tie se odo phone tie nso na be ha dwen a ya na mo onkitikiti bia mutade kura so betimi e de tie. We are coming to talk about teachers. It's about education. Laptop no empenifo me yensa omutu ho na mo se ombeboa ama teachers enya nat penimpa odano Mrs. Miss Philippa Larson Nagrat penny odano Angel Kabono CCT Ghana penimpa Kenali Yaudu some penifo e na omo Ministry of Education ko hia according to Dr. Matupo Prempe and omo ye no say omo bet say enya laptops edement aban moa aban ene omo komodie na aban ye say obefa 70%. Jomonso teacher unions no yade no emfa 30%. And a koba so mbeti sika no de free na friend continuous professional development allowance. E ho na mo de no ebefia ba. Ho no so mo ko na sika de ho. Nti omo ko hu GS mpanifo na mo pension ho ahwan ya yibi. E ho nso so omo kwaji kakra free ho. Now the big question the teachers ni ye bisa no pe ni say. Laptops na ya sha ase tete sika no. Teachers no nsa ka. E kwa ba ne eva so omo nsa beka. Osi omotiti sikani wi ansa musaka emusa no musaka now teacher union back home sorry alliance teachers say for no omuso issue so omode ba no pen ne say sa company e friend no KA Technologies no omukọ register general e ko check company ni background no company no omunyi ye say omu wo ho kwan say ombetimi ama omu quality laptops but omuncheni yo omunyi ye say sa KA Technologies no wo ho kwan say ombetimi ama omu quality laptops and omu kan sa no and omo kire say anhwe na quite say mre bi e ma laptops bi ya su na so na hye na ko fancy maba enti eto de sa empanifo mensa omo da nat nagrat CCT ano no say omo converse teachers no omo hu say na tie. We have a lot of questions and pay and ye gina ye mu bebobo of course ye be call mo nche nra nwumre on adwenche ne Angel Kabono edi nkomo kire positions but send ye see condition ni bi bana or say ye sage clarification kakra free no a why not ye be kono enya Kenali Yaudu and Philippa Larson sampenifo mu bia ye ne obedi nkomo Nana Frimpon Ziga atenase and Mr. Speaker so atenase Nana Mr. Speaker din ka titi bia ansa na ye ko break aba nti ma menti o kakra ewia na masamba no
honorable sa laptop issue Mr. Speaker, but I think that he has more to tell us today. So, me person may spend him.
Okay.
The problem I'm back say the kind. Vice President in
on the
launch and also say a bridge the gap between teachers in the urban areas and the rural areas. Honorable Clementa Park on City FM. Also on a ranking member, a select committee, a parliament on education. So Wakasa will say they smell something fishy. Jamaica artists say. I didn't almost set up a committee to investigate this. Jamaica artists say that's how it's supposed to be. Because share a normal cost in how. It's like somebody is somewhere want to run the energy minister down. Oh yes, of course.
But he's no more with the minister.
No, I listen to any energy minister. But any interview walk anywhere.
Okopi sefe. Wama na clear say ono there. A teacher union so no na dia no. Onin se bia o.
Good. Eno no da hon. And two. When we say teacher for the B, they are not even know such program ekoso.
Say yeah teacher mama laptop.
No, they don't even know. And I'm Mr. Speaker.
Yes.
Speakers, I have heard say teachers need be on one. Obu nim say program be say great ekoso. So the first thing they should have done is say, as I say, laptops na echo. Emma teacher for instance so mo answer. Jamaica what I say. Answer the what timia at no what deducting at source.
Okay, my 2 points na say.
Because teacher for the be on our laptop the be that. On the be only interest. Jamaica what I say. Be kwa na do one Apple be is papa is better than the brand there they bro.
Okay.
It be only interest. When ya a fan is an tuition ever laptop on that.
No, you think say first teacher on the laptop dada. Still I do a best send conforce.
And I make one say it is not fair. So what they should have done is say as some more consulted teachers no wow pesa unya laptop no trofabra. Dana ya creative modality they go through the process. We are near behind the assurance. Ya the assurance we in that particular mountain. Nibia ni asas ni at source. But I know a teacher for the Honoma. They don't even know say a running program be or for the pay slip on any 500 and something Ghana cities. And San Ebia were called the education sector and I want maybe or one district no one bisa near catching say this is what is going on. There should be a committee, they should set up a committee to investigate this issue. Because I'm telling you, say Sika, so man careful as Sika be fast argue with him. Honorable. I don't want to go far. Let me leave the rest to a speaker to. I mean, on my more details about this.
Mr. Speaker, my minute kakra.
I got my minute.
Na menkai before be menkai teachers I hear our country no more. And be wa baby or no na only access to TV.
Yeah.
And see obeko Kessben oko Facebook Kessben TV, Facebook, obenya live ho discussion ni na wa share na we comment aba ye be ko Facebook ni aken kan mo comment ni nyina ho brepam ye be sa bia ho manatom na ya hwɛ mo nso so for you know bia na ne ye ka wa ha no so is different from information teachers na more grounds no so mo wo e betimi kra ba se bia union executives na communicate proper na nipa bi nso na bi omo pe union executives na tu omo nti and omo no omo consent and omo so raise these issues and nyina do ha divergent opinions ya fa ha na ya fa ha Kessben dey say kan twa nufa no na ya hwe Mr. Speaker me nti o
I got me that say na second fan no dey ebebo na me na dey manage ho ne say asem no kan no abo no abodin enye wada bia wonfa wada ba bia no kra ne da no na dey asem na dey ato before me ba no so no ene ye ye nyina ye papa ba ko pa ne birthday na it will be very wrong on our part say ya woshina former President Kofo ene ye ne birthday
birthday
yes and happy birthday to former President Kofo
okay
nyame enhira no woma ne kwatenten wonto ne nkwanem na emfie no wonfa bi enka no de ahoden wom wohwe soma wabesom Ghana ahofama ene niema wobeye ya under this fourth republic, you know, 5 presidents are he has really played his part as a former president, and then he's a true statesman. And on behalf of the entire production team and management, we want to wish former President Kofo
happy birthday. What kind of
mama nana?
Akuoko Kwarteng bia baba
ono na mkwan so banti number so do ha na dey
share ono ya dey be share but we are making Facebook post
we will read it say for purposes of clarity please take notes.
Okay.
1 JHS are to maintain their original vacation dates
and any date ben
I don't know. 2 only primary schools are to vacate on the 17th of December, same day schedule for the conduct of the NST. It seems that the Facebook a year.
NST ni the National Standardized Test na. Womuka say
there was information be a call rounds. Tina we yabano. Mamin kan no so. Okay. As for your information, I have been directed by the Director General of Ghana Education Service to inform you that all basic schools will vacate on Friday, that is 17th December 2021. The National Standard Test NST for B4, that is basic 4, will be held on Friday, 17th December 2021. All basic schools will vacate same day. Please, an official letter will be sent to you soon. Thank you. Circular echo rounds to teachers.
Okay.
And now, teacher, we are confused, especially junior high school teachers. We have been in school for 6 months, which we were supposed to vacate on 7 December based on our calendar. Please do some checks for us. And also the national standard test, it's meant for only class 4 people. So why the junior high school people? And the answer or this are
for the purpose of clarity, please take note.
And but and I'm report at home, but Sabaya bed as if remember die 2 dinner and and Jacosi will join us or joining an opera discussions. So in the numbers will be suffer education who be he's a PRO for Minister of Education. The numbers will be Sabiano, over to me on Facebook, Kessben TV, now website or buy baby son. Now watch
I can't wait to listen to speaker.
Okay.
And therefore the true character of Mr. Speaker.
Yeah.
The true character.
Mr. Speaker, na Raymond or kind technical guys, you know.
Okay.
Or say special birthday to Eurajua Jedua Mensa. May the good Lord bless you abundantly. It is who say, Obi say Raymond. Kwadana that TV no. I won't say Raymond, I shall see no we show in Kofua. Na also who say or spare interest. Not just say Nontino. Raymond, or we say Raymond. Yamakorani Tinkwa na Yasrenya Mese Omo na Bibia and you're fine. The same time, happy birthday to Nana Okran Dankwa, immediate past diocesan lay movement chairman, Methodist Church, Ghana, Obuase, way free Wachapa and tree. Yenuya Nana Okran Dakwa, na your birthday. Oh yeah, diocesan, past diocesan lay movement chairman. But Yama happy birthday. Afe Ivan Sosai Kofi Pasco from Tema. And also Yama happy birthday. Elizabeth. John Elizabeth Dapon. Also when you're 1 year, Yama happy birthday. And all those who are celebrating their birthdays with former President Kofo. Yama happy 8 December birthday. Yes, Mr. Speaker, here we go.
Akuoko Kwarteng, Mamin Kase, a teacher for some day, say Okoboswa, now Wakobia. Because of that, over the 280,000 teachers are your one. One more Juma, 1 more year, no, a so any year pa. Senka Woshe Chafu Juma, 1 more year. Any aketua ya day, more. It is nothing to write home about. And you know, most of these things, you know, earlier on, make us say a failure on the leadership of the teacher union. Say, one more bit me at Nawa Massa issues, about bedroom pempen, so to say. Me wakrata biwa, Maminkai. It is dated the 10th of February. 2021, and it was addressed to the Director General, Ghana Education Service, Headquarters, Accra. Was it dear sir, supply of laptops for teachers, with referencing letter GS/DG/246/21, which is 2021. Was it we write to acknowledge receipt of the said letter and write to associate ourselves with your effort to diversify education delivery in our schools through the concept of blended education delivery, which involves both face-to-face and virtual at all levels of pre-tertiary education, following the form of experience of which COVID-19 may specifically impact on education at the pre-tertiary level. We are also happy with the digitization process under which schools are being provided with Wi-Fi facilities and the collecting effort of the Ministry of Education, MOU, the Ghana Education Service, GES, and we, the teacher unions, NAT, NAGRAT, CCT Ghana, to secure laptops for all teaching staffs of the service and also conditionalities attached to them. We are hopeful all intent and items and models of interest listed in your letter would be preloaded onto the laptops to facilitate the smooth impartation in our schools. We hope this will enhance the continuous professional development of teachers, leading to the renewal of their license. In consequence of this, we assure you of our readiness and preparedness to also give our consent that the 30% to be deducted from the annual CPD allowance towards the supply of the laptops to our teachers. We are eagerly and honestly looking forward to rolling out the project. Thank you. And this was signed by Thomas Musa, General Secretary at the Ghana National Association of Teachers.
Thomas Musa.
Okay. Ura Thomas Musa is the current NAT Secretary.
Okay.
One on the trust are cracked away. Now, when him said laptops in the TNA Akuoko, Nagrat, any NAT, any concerned teachers, saa unions yi miensa ana tena ase wo mo ye a wo mo adwen se COVID-19 bayen ewiase nyina ko digital. Okay. Do baby no pre-tertiary institutions no JHS, primary schools, nursery ni de akeka ho nyina no ahokyere baye because there were no models a teacher for no na wo betimi e de areche nkwala no ofie no mo akere mo ade. The sent no eho akwako hia se ye be use new methods of technology na yetimi a roll out such models see ye face to face no kura to nchen a ye betimi de saa models no so ayeden akere de face to face no ene se teacher ni gina classroom school akwala na yeden ete ho said ye koye na ye nyina ye experience ye but this time around one more try say betimi modernize into wo ba bia akra na teacher ni betimi akere wade at a time one more year say wie ye no and one more ankasa one more year one adwen say one more be visiting companies e betimi asopa one more with the laptops one more companies ni bebre obia de the quotations ye den e buy
omunya HP Dell change carbono and ra HP okay
one more de quotations ni buy no and one see K80 which is KA Technologies that is how they call it one more de na one more de aba no and e wo form. And in terms of bidding, no, one more year, dear friend, so sourcing. And cat for the one more abadia, they are going with cat because per one more casa investigation with other companies, a bit me a supply one with the laptops, no. Cat technologies for no one dear boy day, a waffle. It is so sourcing. One is our company, no, and a bid deal. Now, one more year, you know, as at the time, now Maakye Opoku Pempe and the Minister for Education. What's in crime? And one more corn, what teacher unions me sending in a true crata de command and say, one more person woman in Nishia a meeting, a napu, and Omukosian Ministry of Education. One more corn, one more do my same in a cartoon and him say, dear COVID-19, now by any instance where the Abawa, the Trimia, the Siamono, one more person teacher for 280,000, no, one more buying pay rules on Obianya laptop. Ana na pose o asem ye asem papa obi anso ni wa wo chief asem pakodo enti saa de a ye beye ne aye ho ntotoe afei enunu mu saa komodien mu na teacher for ne ba beka se eboa ne kura no eden enti ye be pese aban any Ministry of Finance ebehwe na wo matimi subsidize kakra enti aban emfa cost ni bi eboa no aban fa bi na akyekere for no so ye den entua de aka no ana na project mu and was okay se saa net ye dia memorandum of understanding money cut technologies for aye no mumfamra na menye den mire enti as at the time a wo mu kɔ na po ho no na MOU no wo mu aye den wo mu assign wo mu assign agree on terms ekwan a wo mu befa so on be executive contract ni nyina and wo mu de kɔma ana po say okay eye na mu teacher for na wo mu ye members of mu unions no mu ni wo mu akasa na enje kamini Thomas Musa Musa Dabi woman no leadership of the unions entino so far as members na to about you money there at all point in time said the woman ko aban ho e ko negotiate salaries on behalf of their members no they can equally do same when it comes to this particular project ana woman ko ye ana na process are fine monko Ghana Education Service because woman no implementation agency. Yeah, they see make policies now. GS for na implement it. And money director general encoding komo from GS kachi. Na muncheche ni mu ekwanya teacher for no ebefa so mbenya laptop ni nyina. Woman throw first letter de eden e de koma GS director general. And a director general so ji two mu minister so make reference to discussions are unions ni na eden ababeye. Ana GS jitum say ene ade ne yasem papa saa de a de ye ne GS any ministry ne be say ye be lobby aban na ye kira aban say na Ghana kyerɛkyerɛfoɔ ne ye den eka en saa de a aban so hwɛ no futuom na wo misa no say ahe no betimi de support akyerɛkyerɛfoɔ ne say de be teacher foɔ no nyinaa no obi abenya laptop ana aban say saa de a wo be fa kan mu 70%. Now laptop na nkasa pe wo mo communicate wo mo platforms bi ni ade ne nkoma wo mo unions na di no etrese laptop no wo mo to ba ko bi 1200.
Okay.
E free cut technology so. Now wo mo ni company no akwa agreement e wo MOU nim. Say at any point in time no e was say cut technologies for emma teacher for ni nyina training e kwan ya wo mo fa so a wo mo be use laptop no.
Okay.
Enti training no any maintenance on the laptop no.
Let me say a specific question.
Yes.
I want to ask this question because you know and please my who's a message is no more the papa and to bet me on Facebook. I'm on to teacher union platform so because we are talking about education affecting me. affect until parents in there will be our piano. I wait me call Kessben TV Facebook and watch it. But some business question bio.
Me too.
Mr. Speaker, laptop no a type of bang and they have to add training cost to it. Say a laptop I in a iPad be maybe 2 laptops cry me bag opinion about me zoom obey me no issue. Nowadays is it so was it so special for them say ma almost additional cost for training and I say training cost no omo de car ho no me can is I was got about maybe another curriculum be about good laptops no so am multimedia chren kwara na de
okay.
I want to understand.
I would say laptop be no one specification. Ne RAM, ne gig, ne BBA no ewo ho. And no na wo behwe na watimi e de ato laptop no. Okay. Now aside that no, sa laptops here teacher for no no members no is going to be customized. So because a customizer Ghana Education Service aye curriculum for okay, and you know one more say cut technologies ebetimi this curriculum no laptop
normal training teachers how to use it
on how to use it. Good. The next thing is that almost say teachers no ebetimi use the same laptop one betimi dia prepare one lesson notes
okay
na enkoye paper same be
okay
what you say and all the time say teacher no crap person okonechi no making reference to enema bi a watch in the past ni nyina no laptop no per data no obetimi ayeden okay, now the training of it in Kwane 300 Ghana cedis.
Training
no 300 Ghana cedis.
I will training almost
training teachers no,
across the
280,000. Now this is what beat my imagination.
Okay,
a coin bear so na cut technologies. Ebetimi akọ around the country. A training nipa maku 280,000. How possible is that? They were fraha. Fabodi beto me chalk. Any grana say no. There are some areas kran kania krane ho. Laptop no teacher no
problem. To say asenkregwa wasa
any areas no. Cut technologies. Ebe yede akọ hoso okutreni wom. That is a big question we need to ask ourselves.
Okay.
You see, you are going to contract tester. And you many beer ebe ma de na smelly fishing. We don't have to do it. Okay? One movie and of this are 300 cedis and I can't 1,200 no. And a laptop ne no ebe 1,500. Now my investigation, my personal investigation tells me say there is also an amount of 50 Ghana cedis. One more sand the account.
I'm saying laptop in the
50 cedis no your laptop in the back. You see, but common sense analysis should tell you that what a laptop for be a bag in a free because bag no serve as a protective tool. Said the beya. A choir before so a laptop in any BBA
and no charger.
And you charge a new BBA. A part of the complementer, a can laptop. And why do you have to charge extra 50 Ghana cedis or in the name of buying laptop bags?
Honorable Speaker, Mr. Speaker, and I'm telling Canafrin Posigan so at Nase. Facebook messages, you know, a drosso. A bonum of paper be try one by bar. You're back in canning in but let me start with some of them. Philip Sue or said that 3 teacher union executives should come and explain things for to us, else they should resign. DJ Malin Wayoso Gos, so Ghanaians should have confidence in another and MPP government because NDC are bad managers of the economy. DJ Male Ebio, okay, my memo fashion and next person. George Agbogba, I say good morning, please. Greet Mr. Speaker for me and tell him that I'm listening to him. George Agbagba, okay.
Yeah, George Agbagba.
George Agbagba. Our holiday in hotel, airport. And the yacht holiday in
listeners.
Holiday in next weekend, I heard my home. Emmanuel Nanakojo, I'll say good morning, Kessben Media. Please, I want to know about the forms of various institutions of the country if they will open their forms again for 2021-2022 academic year. Please do the inquiries for us. Bernard Apeja Arthur, good morning to you all, please. One abhorrent thing about this laptop matter is that the government was asked by the teacher unions to contribute, but the union themselves who take our dues refuse. Take our dues refuse to pay anything, not even 1 cedi. What shows they had the teachers' interest in mind. Okay, we teachers don't need the laptops, so I could please tell them we don't want the laptops. Bema Sachi, and Odeaba, at the Padufie, or say she's watching at the Padufie. That's say. Income Godson, not my Yajen Kratobos. I like to know from GS why supply of laptops but not cars. And also the
And also a big question.
yes. So over to me I call Kessben TV or Facebook. Now what share Facebook messages and I'm making kind at the amount. And I quite no pa Mr. Speaker at Tennessee. Say Ubi say Mr. Speaker, can you know what FM? Now he's with Kessben Media. So what Tennessee and I'm telling Kano. Nana Frimpon Ziga. Uboko ko Frimpon the assembly bar. Or so on the only the end of the assembly kwa and never. What Tennessee. Kwabna Akuoko Kwarteng meeting. Yahani Ajuni Ghana or Kessben Maakye media. It is Midi Kwabna Akuoko Kwarteng. Money entra. Yabasisia.
Abusiafo ya science
nipa bata nipa ho obi ada na nyonko yesu ansu ande irasio obi a woni dwuma odidi bo a oman wo ko na ni ko si na fro wa yu ku ni chechere ne ma bia na ni ko so ni ja obretu ni ku podo fo eja wo mu anku ni maba aguna na na wiri kwa ba akasa no maka
ni kwana Roma Mr. Jane bacho me sha se ho drivers and road omo ye petrol and Goya teso kakra ye ne kojopoku di ho nkomo se wo hwe ada filling stations ni bia omo fu ono kra form che de Goya ne nti Goya betumi aye better because omo na wan ban ho ene ade issues of fuel ene ye wi ane ahwe finance minister de no so run to mami tio
okay me that's anopay de mechia Ghana for
your microphone be wa no kakra mami mani mre okra yes it's for you until you
mechia Ghana for ya no pay nyina titru ne me region bono region em say okọ me region a Kessben TV afidie ba ko a omo hwe pa anti mfa akwanya so na me nche omo no pay me na odi no boni bie mu na
be de Kwabna Akuoko Kwarteng
honorable okay is it honorable for no more so nti ya na ebeboa
Chama obe kasa no smart in the obey you till the fast check akra obe kasa say mu studio mu
enra yehu nsentrene wo Ghana enra yehu se Ghana for enam krum ya na enye demonstration na no moye enra yehu se Ghana emai we ya omatwi kapa bi mu kura na ma omukuta fani omunyina de fani nam fom because we nyaka no wafo utimi shi obi na ni makeup na atene gu ne white mu nyina de na bae esi kroma ye hye na ya kan wasem aka na na kufu ado ni owura ba omia abo mi mfitan duku a tese fa ho na me sorry anopa de eye mabufu sem kra ne se yese goyo ne hwan mo na ateso goyo ne den
so far going in him so much so
Inti, what is the logic in it? What is the sense in it? So they think that Ghana is about Omomotin Kran Kumase, Takra, then Cape Kusmana. If you go to my district capital, Goyo Nyo, what are they talking about? We all know the issues. Yenim problems are. A woho a bit me ama fan when I bafom. Obienim. Every rational human being is aware. Awa betna anopai niema hodo a ware ya amafu e no kostra driver for no kan ho asem no nye ho na wo pay rap attention that populist agenda na utum futrogu Ghana for any enche ne aso munti no you think it is going to be same way nti ene de granted crase goy late so be some pesos a nti na onim se Ghana for tiase e ho kire ya na because you was sitting president ono won fa boga nye swan akwantuo wasori masa o de kanokre se private jet ru akufu ado chata nko an so se o de so Ghana a driver for asene kakra ngenti petrol ha no so
but sometimes yeah na politicians mo won kakra
adentia
because NDC when NDC was in power say Ghana for drivers a petrol was a man mo say oil marketing companies omo na regulative for no it's not from the government so why are you blaming the government now?
Let me tell you something. We producer ha ma sending na kufu ado video gina santimante mukai na do start politics ni en woman or start politics na ba omia wo be 9 years utie me pa enti untumi emfa wa no nkodom fofo ase bi nwo what am I say and empenim force e dijawa na ye de asoaw enti time na owura kufu ado dwa nanum no I have the video here I will let you play so obebo me sign on a Twitter handle some of tro ne ba omia have them here sa time no work no na mikrom sampa petrol Huh? What the international strategy no crab and my about taxes. You see, every economy, in factors are a maximum for one term. In Titamwa or more back 2016, no, Naba Umia or Ghana problem in a through economics. Meboa, inti a ban ye exchange rate. I know dear, ye the guy so once a mad dollar ni seed in Toko NDC and so on so kaipa. And a dollar ni seed at saying. OMCs now okase omune kofaba near the adeno. They are no more the crown the city in echo. Are they in charge of managing the economy? Who is the head of the economic management team? Nyeba Umia. And he came to lie to Ghanaians. Oh, me I am they say no boni dia no be the throne attack. That is the rare fact in the country now. They know. They are colleagues. You know mushia kuku mo amoka vice there. Yes, because he spoke a lot. Today, dollar CD relationship in our country. How is it now? So can you control the OMCs and they say they should go down? You can't. Okay. Nye dollar any ya chi CD ne dollar ya de safano koma IGP asante pietu. Ono oko minim so de ma opombo anu na opombo anu so de madam pare de minim. Now Bawumia is no more talking of dollar CD relationship and it is affecting businesses in the country who is not aware. And I never done on digital vice president. I also acquire the two na try Bawumia tax. So clearly no argument now person we no. Economic failure economics wise.
Because argument because when you are in opposition. Can say, but mobile the same people now more kind of sano. Mabeka so and then ya to and free if MC for no if all your marketing companies no and ya the deregulation about until as and one prices equals no now one more year back for one better so
Unia
didn't be sounds
Unimura a friend about Umia.
Oh, Vice President.
When who cracked I could have actually saying.
Bamia asked Mr. Atta to answer
170 questions. Okay. That time no. Or a lecture. I will Ghana and annoy him. He lied a lot. And factors are, I printed 170 questions. So do be a Mekomibusa questions in Nubi. Ghanaians are now looking for the answers because Mr. Atta is no more. She is gone. That time no name so vacation classes Magana for there. Or for baby are not set questions. Now teacher no ma kwala so na one pass ya oba won kire answers no. Mamen kan question number 10 amount. Question number 10 Bawumia ne busa owura Mr. Atta wa ma na answer na odi aka nchinagu kwa ne baby. Mami musa Bawumia na o say taxes on businesses have increased dramatically and new taxes have been introduced. For example, increase in capital gain tax, withholding tax, and an introduction of energy sector levy. And the energy sector levy, any problem, and can't the armor driver for Nisuno. So these are the crop of people that we are dealing with. They are liars. The same Bawumia again. He tweeted with this year, 3rd December 2016. Naka 4 good days. Ni eba betwaba. Man penny. Tie de Bawumia ka kire Ghana driver for. Was say the taxi driver and the trotro drivers who has been hit by high cost of fuel and insurance, you have a chance to vote for change. Is that the change they voted for? Was it what they were looking after? Because that was when you had drivers for change. Yeah, near for commercial vehicle then no. Over for no near printed driver for change. Near bobo mate for na pampam. One will be that. And today the same drivers are telling you said the promises you gave them no. Yes, sham.
But by now,
you see the president Akufuado. We are scammers. Maybe business today. Because
you can't say sir, you can't sit on our network and say president is scammer.
You can not scammers.
No, you can make your point. But to go to that level,
what is your interpretation of a scammer?
Wow, okay, only
no. But if you are telling me,
you can't sit.
No, I have my interpretation. But if you are telling me, sir,
no, the word you are using, no. Is on
are they not scammers? Because okay, we said truck driver.
And I'm saying
3rd December 2016. Now, truck driver, no, you are doing same. Ubusa 170 questions of which I printed it. Now you are doing same. Are you not a scammer?
And I'm saying, the worst come now.
And I'm saying, what is your interpretation?
No matter the interpretation, Adibert to be a president is a president of the republic.
Good.
And you wait to make you point someone in that, but don't use the worst come.
You see,
my Miss Assembly. And then baby as a country, move jai fuel price idea politics because now your tears is here. Assuming say in the years ahead, say Akonyano 10 year, you get the same people sitting here and blaming the other about fuel prices. Uti abai now say coffee the cheap and so no. I hate you. We are seeing the biabekai. What do you make of that one?
Obwa abai no boa. Enra na me was Empire FM. Upon kroma friwana me kwatenase. Ti kojobi pie no ka se maba me bese nechi. Nyesa me bese nechi. Se wachi ya wo kwa unsuru. And today the policy of mangusa communication ne dane. Especially when MPP for Croatia na nya niema nyina na ye politics. Ye ba hanso anya Bible quotation ye de ba. We are here to do politics. And how you measured us in 2016, the same measurement. Hey, not to measure this me home measurement no. Ya ba was me febia. Ya did measurement. Time when anana can fuel asem. That is why I cited when he started politics. Because that time kana me ebia onyen semtwoni, ebia na usa meboa. But today, reality ni na catch your up. What am I say? Inti angle now ka say inti ye nuru say ye beja politics dey fu no dey fato ye nuru ho kra. Ye nuru ho. But ye dru ye ne hashipa ye wo mu na driver for atem penten kwa. Na na do dan kwa akufu ado asem bi o kan. We na ye 5th December 20.
Asana na ho febia wani bono so awira tete wo kwani ne bani na sene ne ba ejo no bi no anta bi eja wo mu anami di asem asa shiri na no mpa no asem eja wo mu aso bi aba wo do man kuma oba ade ehye yense yeni nsa wo so eni je ni adrewo afe wunu e bi wi ase aso ni mu e ba sa wo yira kwan so akire ne kwampa no bi asem yo bi asmo Oni pada sani awon manwemu wo wi ase ha asam to nyonko na to be bia nkamfa ho menso metene be bia nka me pema yeden nanso wadoma nkoma bo ade ebo nipa bata nipa ho obi ada na nyonko ensu na yirasio obi a woni dwuma odidi bo a oman wo ko na ni kosi na fro wa yuku ni chechere ne ma bia na ni koso ni ja obrechi ni kukodo fo eja wo mu anku ni maba Agurana na yuri kwaba akasa no makasa French wo bie na no awoboajo asana na ho febia wani bono so awira tete wo kwani ne bani na sene ne ba ejo no bi no anta bie eja wo mu anami di asem asa shiri na no mpa no asem eja wo mu asono di aba wo do man ko oba ade ehye yense yeni nsa wo so eni je ni adrewo afe wunu e bi wi ase asoni mu e ba sa wo yira kwan so akire ne kwampa No biasam yo biasmo. Oni pada sani awon manwemu wo wiase ha. Asam to nyonko na to be bia nkamfa ho. Menso metene be bia nka me pema yeden.
Kessben 92.9. Pacha wo se wo free kuma se e bank cry na onam kwan so duru nkokọ a. Mse Kessben yen said that. Nti odi oduru nkokọ ba ho na ba onim kakra na se e bia 93.3 no e ye hye a. No, unquachiri kase no anto abo tika krabi 92.9. Ene Ghana bebia okọ odeji box no say you show decoder ben so you show decoder ben and one say obekọ Kessben TV o scanner Kessben TV na wahwe ba na tena se ya So Akuoko Kwarteng PRO the Ministry of Education ebe joining yen na ya discussion ni ya bobo so
Charles Kojo Fosu there, or a legend. And see, once a legend, always a legend. And you know, your money trinkwa, Odini birthday and chair. I was there to celebrate with him. But or you come up and you know, said the da what he and son, what he and dear best said, as a Kessben, no. Your kwan is a year koyen. Yeah, baby, corner. Na me demano AC. Enti, the yami yanane say, Akuoko. The leadership of the teacher unions are failing to accept responsibility. After so 1 more years agreement in unim the idea back on ya. One more launches our laptop initiative way. Na ponu kura na no your education minister na. One more one more launch, one more inviting. At the time, our vice president launch sa one teacher one laptop initiative way. Na po one more inviting. Eti me po amocho. Sa sembia ba e momo fanko for na po.
Okay.
What you say? Because there one more teacher for no one leaders no more peno ananapo bua one side day. Aka. And that allegation na eba ananapo na yese na napo na yese no mpato. Sa agenda no one drop it. The leadership of the teacher unions no must be responsible. Matese not for instance. One more making reference to Uraba Kwa your friend David Oforia Champo. Yes, one only a former NAT secretary. Say Thomas Musa say no sign the contract no. David Oforia Champo mum and then na po cotton as koye sade no or in an attempt say wo be you omo frame because members no as start to say one more air super one pa. Okay, they should understand, members should understand say former NAT secretary bia no obetimi abetina current executive mu so o negotiate bibia on behalf of teachers. What you say enti no say one leadership no afeli wo mo a say achachire for no de omo kan nyina say obi mu wo ha yati omo sika ba laptop wo mo nsanye den enkai.
Okay.
Obi mo nso che say baby a wo mo laptop no kra wo mo hia na wo mo twa nsuo kra nsa no mo akọ school bicycle ni motorbike kra wo mo ni bi wo so wo ma yisu laptop obi wo ha baby o kra de kra nkane akra anye den ene ho wo so ma yisu laptop and they needed to have prioritized the whole thing one more peri-urban areas no any metropolis any municipals na one more free say ni bia na dru ho bebre no and one more yisu ebetimi abo omo no because obi o say kra so the laptop no man is ya wo nya so mfaso wo hu so mfaso
now but
yes obe kudede kwacha but woman bicycle wo be value bicycle no more than laptop na wo dey den wo dey airman no and one more drop is ade no they should go back to the teachers. Now one check teachers no say me hu say omo asa the short code bi aba obi na send ya maziga sisi ya say short code no wo beje laptop na with the code na beba na wo pe laptop bag na no 50 cedis. I've explained
and you pe laptop na no waje
on pe bag na 50 cedis. That is the
pe bag na beje
50 cedis. Yeah, that is assumption.
Send 50 cedis.
But Akuoko, since when you see from C has sisi ya Eko odo rice enim heya, Tito lane heya. Ye koto laptop, wamo bema ye bag. Yen to bag ni separately. Eka ho. Accessories na ye de mount eka laptop.
Dada dia
bag emono pa wo koto de. Bag ni ka ho, charger ka ho. Enti why do we give the teachers the laptops without the bags?
Okay.
Yes, I bet you bag ni ka separately.
Okay.
A kind of agreement.
My uncle teachers no na yentie parents so
obi say carbonise 90% of teachers no almost account laptops.
That is not true.
Also the abase almost checks HSA over 80% omukra almost account.
My any reaction from teachers no our phone line so na yentie but obetimi akọ Kessben TV Facebook sisi we are airborne live na comment ahodo amode aba na ye ba e beken kai bi na ye de ama mo obetimi akọ Facebook Kessben TV na also do comment aba but ye ba mo nche wa homa no so na ya betie mo kakra ena ye ka kire mo se ma chidumedie yi Ghana future education ye ma no daten ngomasua sabi free clutch nursery, primary 1, KG, Equa, whatever, Kosi, basic school completion, junior high school, senior high school, Azana University, and the account is about education. Natitili no, young Kwa Homanasona, ENTM Kakra 0550 929 0552 911 929. But your first caller, our line so. Good morning.
Good morning, boss.
Yes, and but you didn't say anything.
But your friend Charles. Me teacher ni pa.
Oh, fine.
No Kwarteng, Etiwa West.
Etiwa West, okay. Eastern region.
Pachowane.
Bajo yentio.
Yo boss, we are CBB. First, I will share near ma, yen not, and CCT in Naga to fire in ya. Yamian Ukraine, home with Dinamo. Because I buy any the can't catch it says, who pursue you teach Unisika, and your teacher near to me. It is our allowance, Kaka teacher, Nibenia, and the other than home, a year and penny for Naya. It won't pass almost when be so. That's allowance, Kaka teacher, Nibeniano, one will say, Cano. Me beside executive, and say, we who say a young nurse for allowance won't be a tree hospital a bed the canna. Woman who said, nay, teach a police for allowance, won't be a koto to that. Now to teach a for allowance, Kakadi, and not a young fancoto laptop. We need a teacher laptop on the who said yet here, and so woman did not a laptop 90% from Zaka. It's necessary. Woman make sure a knock of Musi 280,000 teachers. Look of what if the community say, Marco Bob Pesiano, and the Acotia Lab Camobano, and a laptop which should be 280,000 laptops, Katica Nibian San Canadian, Marco Bob Pesiana, and Sana Motia, and the Acotia Mobesia.
Thank you very much. Thanks for calling. Next person, good morning. Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, and Bajo need this help as a friend.
But I'm in the brain of currently I'm a free swami. Okay. I'm a teacher on study leave with pay. Now make sure they are control my district.
Okay. That's Twaso Asia Adienti. Yeah, Kakra and Kamuna continuous professional development allowance and Mopana Muhia. But I'm into
the actual laptop on over there, my idea. A highly unnecessary. Highly unnecessary because there are a lot of pressing materials and other issues. I also GS a tackle and second a laptop and other. All the privileges may be correct light in the home. Privileges may be correct ICT lab or crown in the home. Teachers of which they chill warm and some of it married my winning. I also say it has almost been 3 years now. Curriculum who is up a boy as a textbooks on my. It's more the laptop on a textbook and complementary laptop on Enchari. And you'll be unconscious. But when you go to the private schools, the parents of those students are buying the textbooks for them. In the end of the day, no, I'm going to cost work. I change more government schools.
Okay.
Textbooks on my model laptop or brain. How?
Ebiana, Kaikorom no being so a laptop in this one.
In a business, I was so cramped. They still want to punish teachers by asking teachers to use pen to write lesson notes. Most of our technology world.
And you almost say laptop na ebeba lesson note preparation be also be.
And for me have actual. We are punishment and I say
well,
meaning your laptop will be that.
I'm just asking rhetorical questions. So education PR Oba, there's many questions and yes in Korean pay. Obeyano anyway, thanks for calling. Next person, good morning.
Hello, Nabo, good morning.
Yes, madam. Pacho did this Kasa free.
Yeah, friend me Abigail, me Kasa free Kumasi.
Sister Abigail, Kumasi fine.
Me wo Abuakwa.
All right, Pacho yentiwe.
Me wo me child was secondary school. Na teacher unions maybe me ni say teacher ni bia da so hope e wo mumu. Seriously. Sa laptops asema am working. Sikana amate no laptops mo fa mai. Ba mate. In this kind of matter, who he am saying laptops no. It's high time my teachers. I was here in a me kaya hubo. Na yetimi e matter teacher unions ni na free so. Reduce our money every month. At the end of the year, no makofa diaries, 3 hours of cloth, any pen drives, any unnecessary things without thinking about the teachers' welfare. In the high time, the teachers say you need to make kaya hubo. Because the Juma, Yeleminiane or Kasa in the air private schools once them. Teachers or child or public schools, 90% of teachers in Marco school or private schools, they are because or more a lot of supervision or private schools, a free government schools. Into your money, the teachers now so your Marco private schools because government any teacher unions and your margins on the public schools. Mama bye.
Thank you very much for listening to Kessben Television, Kessben FM, and calling as well. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, sir. But I did say, okay, sir.
If I'm Vincent, Michelle, or one mine, if you're Quabrino.
Okay, Vincent, you
some laptop I didn't since it's a kind of tea, everything I mentioned in that. Because first call and kind nurses, any police, any other security officers, no. When ni allowance, but I suppose those other workers be with different categories of allowance. When I didn't allowance, but I could talk tools say or the Baba ye Juma ma ben. And sometimes I even regret say I joined the teaching the Ghana Education Service, and I'm looking for an opportunity to leave. It's heartbroken. Say I don't blame the government. I don't blame the minister who signed or whatever it is, but I blame the unions because these people Nagrat yesterday I listened to him on Joy News. This guy is simply so angry. He doesn't want anybody to talk about him and all that. I am so disappointed. So I don't know what to say. They came together, CCT, NAGRA, NAT, and they plan how to create this thing, get some money for themselves. That is all. I'm heartbroken as a teacher.
Well, thanks for calling. Any teachers, Ghana, any parents, and I know more Edin common. Of course, we didn't catch them say customer for the Ministry of Education. Akuoko Kwarteng. Hello. Ever join here. So all you need to know, I will say stay tuned. Now cook Facebook, Kessben TV. Now what share? We are thinking about Ghana. Kawasam and Eukwada. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning.
Yes, but you need to say Kasafrey.
Your friend is Sergio, make us free at Dancia Square.
Okay, Sergio, related to Jola Kana. Okay, but you said Joe, but you
make teacher for Ankasana, or Yatsana Simomedian, Sekai Egana, Ache. Now, I wrote some movement say, and Yamamo or Moya and Ojino Antia said, laptop see, or my teachers in across board. Can you believe a teacher maybe next month or your friend saying pension yateno inti oko pension na nsanka ne laptop time ben obabaji laptop no obaji a odi kofi akwakire ne nkokrafo no mo ko pension na dia na say odi kwakire ne nana no made ade no mo ye no odi mo
ba memisa kakra eno no do they have any arrangement said they omo communicate to mo no say omo e ko pension so omo kofi krom de ba ko ma o mana
na de no wateno say what no arrangement be any baby entity a what no the pension ko ni kuroma afa no obefoka back to baby na ni school one aba beji anasa de ade na be confusion ai basa.
Okay, my intel unu anoma council obetimi afre 0550922929. Good morning. Oh, sorry, I know my fault. Obetimi asa aborem na Wabet Wadring 0552911929. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. But how did you say okay, free?
Me Media Alex because free Kumase Afijasi.
Yo, bra Alex Afijasi Bacho Yentiwe.
Me Bacho the Ohoneni Obo Kabi say Nagra say yes Enjo Kabonu say Yempa PD no Korika your Yampa me Yempa Korika Kalaweli. Dear, all man at Nasonte there. Dear, catching in an this year, so be on the buy umbrella. We a teacher near umbrella umbrella as a teacher. And won't be party near my
but our teachers in be a track one ten to say, oh, corner and show talk an area bar over to me the Akata. So you've been so much so much into me the Akata banners.
Me pacho more a bastion any part of any part of the Saudi sound umbrella so last year more my handkerchief. Yankasa. Dear, we hear that so yet and on yet. And no, dear, dear, we hear and what in Andra Joy FM. Okay, your professor, our family is the very colorwilly. Not dear, we hear
to me, can't catch them.
Oh, dear, call Joy, Opa Connecotti. What is professional allowance in the government, not family?
Maybe Sandra, maybe didn't come on telephone so he spoke so well, explained things. Maybe so to me can't catch them.
Oh, dear, Connecotti, what's the professional allowance in family and very colorly?
Okay. Okay. Teachers, at the name of Jim Como, our Kessben match. So next person, over to me, Amba. na also wabetre wadwen ebi so no sell laptops no ebeboa ma yawo digital world technological world and yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. Your name and where you're calling from?
I'm from Kenya.
Kenya. Okay. I don't pacho yenti we.
Pacho Kessben FM.
Anyo Kessben Television FM. Accra 92.9, Kumasi 93.3. If you are seeing Ghana, baby, I'll be at you. Pacho yanko.
That's it. Miss me to Jenny. Now, maybe so say present out to way. Sabio. Say, who called Manawani Energia? Would you say, which may deliver? Would you imagine a big years? I don't know. You say, Debbie. Nancy teacher for you. She friend, and don't want me friend. Ubia de Arehone Cassa, Ubia de Yao. Nessie the Yao week could not call an enemy Tradia. Because say. Because say.
Mutu say problem no pa yen anything. Muti chesimo.
Problem and say. Ye teacher unions na ankasano. Umbutum yo mudde no kwasemni. NFE. Sa wa fire edumano. Edumano wa kan de ni ho. Ubeko classroom na class treat need na ho. Afen na all rest obenya information on net. No umimi an phone so up information dey attra there. Besides we need textbook. And near my coso classrooms no. What do you say? And there's any apo crowd better than and column pass exams. Can you break a trim? Your breast why you could school. Net for in much non laptop on why anyway. Now you me pass cacao. Not for beyond the hole. A chronic say upon you with me, the meeting be as near the exam so. Nance when I say. A cronia register area ya so be a candidate per Ozianibi, school crop and over. But the amateur de Yauza for Umtringan Mungamu Center, Ibishio Center. Ozianibi, essence, Ubinapo, at the actual exam pass.
Upon so etia GS Mra, T. Man Colano, you know, Monsieur, and I'm so many Monsieur Madentina, and I said that's in education. And so many of my family, and moi. Thanks for calling. Amano chapsima ediasa mi no ma yene yeni nkomo kakramra try ho ba ye ba Mr Speaker atnase nana friend posing wa Akuoko Kwarteng PR de med Ghana Education Service so edwane na yahwe so won ko hia so se yesa mo nche bi ma why not ye besa ba if is obi slogan no say you matter ndi na yete ha mo masam yasem edimuni yantra mbamcho yeba sesi ya mo online na ti nyina mo ntwen yeba edemu nyina bebo nkomo na yama mo kwan yenka obi akasabo enhye ne no obi akasabo anhye ne yem ebe obi opportunity na obi atumi afre akire na dwe mbamcho yeba sesi ya
oni paso wadoma nkoma bo ade ebo ni pa bata ni pa ho obi ada na nyonko yesu ansu ane yirasio obi a woni dwuma odidi bo a oman wakwana ni kosi na fo wa yukuni chechere ne ma biana ni koso ni ja obrechi ni
nya ne busa owura mi sa ata wa mana ansa na odi aka nchine gu kwa ne baby ma mi musa ba wo nya na o say taxes on businesses have increased dramatically and new taxes have been introduced. For example, increase in capital gain tax, withholding tax, and an introduction of energy sector levy. And the energy sector levy, any problem, and can't the armor driver for Nisuno. So these are the crop of people that we are dealing with. They are liars. The same Baumia again. He tweeted with this year, 3rd December 2016. Naka 4 good days. Near Baba Twaba, a man penny. Tia de Baumia catcher Ghana driver for. Was say the taxi driver and the trotro drivers who has been hit by high cost of fuel and insurance, you have a chance to vote for change. Is that the change they voted for? Was it what they were looking after? Because that was when you had drivers for change. Yeah, near for commercial vehicle, then no. Over for no near printed driver for change, never mate for na pampum. One will be And today, the same drivers are telling you that the promises you gave them, no, yes, sham.
But now,
you see, the president, the Kufuado, scammers, maybe business today. Because
you can't say, sir, you can't sit on our network and say president is scammer.
You can not scammers.
No, you can make your point, but to go to that level.
What is your interpretation of a scammer?
Wow, okay, no,
but if you're telling me,
you can't sit
no, I have my interpretation, but if you're telling me, say, no,
the word you're using, no. Is on
are they not scammers? Because okay, we said truck driver.
And I'm saying
3rd December 2016. Now, truck driver, no, you are doing same. Who say 170 questions of which I've printed it. Now you are doing same. Are you not a scammer?
And I'm saying there was scammer now.
And I'm saying, what is your interpretation?
No matter the interpretation, I'd better to be a president is a president of the republic.
Good.
And you bet me make you point someone in that, but don't use the word scammer.
You see,
my miss was MB. And then no baby as a country, move jai fuel price idea politics because now your TSCA, assuming say in the years ahead, say Akonyano 10 year, you're the same people sitting here and blaming the other about fuel prices. Uti abai now say coffee the cheap and Susan Stono. I hate you reacting the Biabekai. What do you make of that one?
Obwa abai no boa. Enra na me was Empire FM. Upon kroma friwana me kwatenase. Ti kodwo be pie no ka se maba me bese nachi nyese me bese nachi se wachi ya okwa unsuro. And today the policy of mangusa communication ne dane, especially when people for Croatia na nya niema nyina ne de politics ye ba hanso anya bible quotation ye de ba. We are here to do politics. And how you measured us in 2016, the same measurement. Hey, not to measure this me home measurement no ya ba was me fedua ye de measurement. Time when Anana do come fuel as that is why I cited when he started politics. Because that time can mean ebia wonyen semtwoni ebia na usa meboa. But today, reality na catch your up. What am I say? Enti angle now ka say enti ye nuru say ye beja politics e dey fu no dey fato ye nuru ho kra. Ye nuru ho. But bia ye dru ye ne hashipa ye wo mu na driver for atempenten kwa. Na na do dan kwa Akufuado asem bi o kan. We na ye 5th December 2016. Na de chia ye kwa akoto aba. Ye kwato aba nya na wene ye. Ti de otwero ye. Was say I have seen how drivers, both private and commercial, struggle to pay for the higher prices of fuel and insurance premiums. Vote for change. It is okay kan niema we nyina kire Ghana for. Then you come back today. Ebe kan kire Ghana for say haship na aba. O man bi aso sanity. For your 2021 budget no.
Mefa mame
chama ne kasa no. Ne kasa yemu. Opso kire say NDC for ne inside drivers. But every rational driver, I drive, you drive, he drives. Obi atop true. And he said, oh, and he said driver for yeah, or more express or more constitutional right. Is Article 23 or so? Say freedom of possession and demonstration in the Kekam. Na obeka kasada di actual moi. Don't talk as if you say they don't reason. And I only am a boy. Because he sales. And you know, Joa ordinary sales in a filling station. So such a person, there was so raising concern. A BM Chama saw mobile among for taxes, Bianco Google petrol, Chama, and also kind of credit. Senior, okay, but we are question now, me came out. Oh, 120 mono. Okay, I see the energy sector levy about Emma Ghana for your Komubu into Ombado scrap it. Okay, I can use and taxes no. So Kaipa. Under President Akufuado. Mobile no energy sector levy no. More increasing by 30%. More sign the Esla kwaje bisen. By 30% na make the fuel so. So the driver for needs no be no. Ye free so. ABM more increases special petroleum tax no by 11%. It was 41 pesos. And now me know say 46 pesos. And bust margin more increasing by 200% from 3 pesos to 9 pesos. What am I say? ABM sa primary distribution margin no and also more increasing by 25%. Check it. Go for price builder for petroleum and check. If you doubt, you challenge me, and I won't lie to maybe tonight if you did to Kessben, I didn't throw the other. What am I say? APM, when you increase the road fund, the same fool and so, when the baller tax aba, the same fool and so into one benny. Those are the priorities are drivers maker because had they not be these taxes are fool and never form. Meaning, what they are granted. They are all kind all my factors say prices cost through COVID abania the other. When him say in 2021 budget, we projected say crude no farm on a barrel number could do $55 per barrel so in our budget. So him say Ghana a part of the oil producing countries, OPEC. So clearly no, if international market and prices in the cost from Maya, yeah Ghana for this one fast will be because yes you 2 oil hamebwa. So a cocoa do $84 per barrel now a cocoa do on. Impact banner in your economy so because we lifted a lot. Me no kasene were 3 oil fields mebwa. Under President Mahania were 1. You've been able to borrow over 314 billion from 20 I can't say Kwame Nkrumah Pensubisi and Ghana Kanunu. And then Kwanwa borrow 221 billion. Go to Kenya. Check on your you get the story. Kenya's government or the $260 million and now cost stabilize it fuel prices now cost no. Said the be at memu for home hayomo. But yet the nya sanet here. Kakra no mpo na share botomu na ko ni mo so wada we free bottom. Why? And abana dania to bottom. Ofa ha usika na wo phone so woje. Bank na offer kwa transfer sika woje. And the mama ni pejuma okroma. Look at the hardship in the system. Masa, and then nipa hwe Kumase. Say dum so aba. Dum so ma Kumase.
Greco for say
there be dum so aba.
Greco for say
omo for free je kura say na wo agent.
Amo say oma home bi na.
Me say na nasene na mu niam nyina say ye de yate. Me wa. Enra me colleague ba kwa ni share nyim. O say okodi 4 days wo Kumase. Hotel no na me modi. O say Charlie anu eden papa. And these guys came to power. The energy sector. Then they came lying to Ghanaians. So you see how God is exposing them? Stabilization levy now, that tax na yetiano. Now was ending in 2017. And then they cost it here. Those are the factors, sir. They have the power. They know. What am I saying? So as a government of the day, Oba, ma o fa osia yoya. Enra, oh, senior. Policy consistency a key in governance. Utime. And then you are telling Ghana near Utim sending mobile money 120 Ghana cedis, at the money near. I was a Riaka crew from crime. Says any panel or the four was our banging a tour. Utime pa. But also now catch the Ghana for say. Even education, okay, time free education issue nearby. We were even saying, say, oh. And kwadana yanya progressive na yen concentration and could day for no so because parents na do na mama boarding school na bi wo ha mo nsem obibi kakra. So we said say yen starting say dey be my economy ni ye ho ahenha ye na parents ni bi ho ahenha yo. And the parent now see want to tua ne ba school fees e wo free SHS a wo tua ma ne kwa no. And that parent ni konya 120 Ghana to the mobile money account I also your the for e was all GB. Does it make sense? Now listen to me carefully. Parents now so ye hieni ne ho kire no no. E was say abanhwe ne ba ma no no. And this parent no onya 120 Ghana cedis na o send ya ma ne ba no wo school mu na. Ba wo mi ase wo te ne tax. And then are done. What has really changed? And nothing positive is happening in the economy. What do you see? Tell me. What do you see? Well, and I thank God, sir, they are not realizing a lot. Because omoye free SHS in we no. Ubusa Ghana problem in no say free SHS. But flat, you know much you ntimi kwasem. Because Ghanaians are really feeling the heat in the system. Senior the cement back. Ewo mi krom suma in grade 52 Ghana cedis. 52. Sa benchmark issues na wo kan wasem no. Check the components. Items na ma akoma 41 on benchmark. Unim say clinker ka ho. Nya clinker na e cement. So look at this. That you could say benchmark ni free clinker so. You better cement bag is saying. That is the question. And then Indomie in a benchmark ye so Talia. Sana near friend ye What have you done? Nothing. Because you see, you try to say, we'll be moving the economy from taxation to production-based economy. What are we producing in the country? You are rather imposing more taxes. After COVID, look at how businesses suffer, and they are still suffering. Huh? Me receipt be an I don't know whether I left it down there. My name is any past 7. And you could do baby. Now, my VAT receipt, you know. Obenya time when you issue. Senior, my VAT receipt, you know. Nipa 7, now I could see 320 Ghana cedis. Uti me pa. In about kutia, then I took the receipts. And Obusa me said, then I'm magic. And I'm saying, one say, you did the no, or in the mobile phone. And a send this can hear payment, no. Sina remaining pass. Unya vast receipt in India, and Obiquita BCC. O shas ye ya listed, ya can say, 2 hour doa, ye to be an any ye tia. COVID living in our subi, uti me pa. So the same time now, ye tia, true a bianina idea, no. Say, you see 2022, and as I illegal budget and about into operation. Say mobile money now, my colleague, no, send it here, and a cano, but we are seeing about we tax because electronic transfer doesn't make sense. See, that doesn't make sense. That is what we are talking about because you can't be taxing our capital. Banks in the bank's charges no more general. Abiding a VAT from there because they take it from we the customers, right? Telcos, the same thing, almost take it from us. You take your VAT. So and then the Aquadu level to the extent to say, maybe you are Udi many more Germany now, never Umian and another didn't quabuchino. But some may so send them my music or say Umiamo Jomodi. And then when I'm trying to plan take it.
Okay, Mammy got Chama Honsu, Chama and Pacho, Mamintio. Yeah, I didn't quite a Roma. But I'm a Saba Hobio. I'm in Chama Mani Wadian, so 10 minutes. Now, may have a time near pa, yes. Chama Pacho, Mamintio. Yes, pa, I'm a time near pa, Chama Mamintio. Mamincha. Chama Pacho, you know, Smas and Mammy and Campe.
Okay, Mr. Protest. Someone has money to be there, Mr. Mediato. They found Sansa.
I have a microphone.
Young Van Sansa,
yeah, young.
Very unfortunate because Minia also called law school at the Brof. As what Timmy Herman Penny and him on a chain and a book. Catchers were a scammer. No problem. What me try John Mama ebe frɛ ma pani akufu scammer. Sa wa no to me try John Mahama ho that corruptive ebe frɛ for ado scammer.
Chaba woni me yeah scammer ho no me catch and so on twinsan. E ma me yi ni frɛ ho so I don't want to
say what you say?
The catcher and say my own fire call.
What you say?
I didn't person so dear call for my president. Let's discuss the issues. Mama and coppers.
I am only telling you my
yes, but Mama and coppers not.
Anyway,
as I am why a tearful. Yes.
What's because on the corrupted animal street? No, not see the corners have a concert because
men Pessia Baconis.
And no, me, yes, sir.
Young can
some
na yen hwefu
on the if well MPP are by omo ehura gina paso eka etugum so yodium high for yenko the mo yenko yi no. We can look at the past records and this better by so how fuel prices were increasing even your friend saying when international prices were coming down, the taxes are low to go. Your friend saying fuel prices, so taxes and levies. You buy your far back across and come. As a matter of fact, you be free. You 5 and free so. So ne. Omo adi gu so no etimi twa mo ho be ka kire Ghana for say akufu adu trim odin e beat me friend come on there wa ko fa hwe de no ba fie no the odik say ba kwa ne be no bu e ko say o de mo money ba fie obi de ahwe de aba wo sa hwe de ne nwanse no ba fie Momoni na betu amfang wansana pobia mo. No bi dia hwe de ode ba no na wako gina paso ka woman una man wansana ba fi ha. Momoni no so da ho. All the levies and taxes that they are touting, omuye de nyina. And this is John Mama and Dubai. Nina. As a matter of fact, by the prudent management of the economy, dollar was almost every year 50%. Neko 50%.
Customer for Edema Ministry of Education. Patnase. Don't forget, sir, about the phone and Afrin Posiga, Mr. Speaker, so ha. We did the Kwabena Akuoko Kwarteng. Mamima agosi akwaba na yensi enkomo na zagosi twa microphone mbe wano ye pa mame na sani awusi wano ti manemra so ye na yatonka because you have a lot to talk about ene agosi akwaba
yenya
na mpom ye de
yesu adom pa chome hoye ma me fa kwanya so ntia mu nyina sebi me ba me bohu mi nuano mo so Mr. Speaker no mo and open it from Pong. Also, they say, Midin, and that table is Papa when say Midin on can home. Okay. We go Kwarteng from Pong, so we go Kwarteng from Pong. Okay. And Dinner say, and then intermediate and check a sepa and come on. I have 4 near telephone now. I
was about to wait a moment to in the country or preamble. That bang and Quadana Bema Quine. One money didn't coffee. Some more exams to be a Muslim day by once a my way. No, I didn't clear home because I'm a why controversy. Okay. Junior high school, basic school, junior high school, primary school, mamintio.
Okay. Ohe schedules na originally no na akwamano, especially GHS4 no. And then there was some makwai. Say the miscommunication na na say ntiasia money say bra ministry na announce so say ye be the national standardized test. Test ay yama inwan more class. So I'm sure say beka ho asem. And the date next scheduled for the conduct of the test is 17th of December. Friday, 17th of December. And it was a directive by say and as students no money the train copy 17th in the no be the Akufi. But this is the clarity of the so na menya akwenye clear sad we are not pay. A year primary school so no. Primary school so no. Ekwa the course classes asiye hwa the course classes no one mum no mo twen amakwan on the 17th. Okay. JHS for the original details of the makwan no mo makwan because mo no bebre kwa wi omo so hwe
and JHS for the makwan da be
JHS for and then na mo makwan and JHS for the I mean they are not supposed and nature mo omo ni kwa so mo be school na ayi for no primary for no a omo no 1 week have that's because of the national standardized test no. One mono, sa 1 week will be compensated for in the next academic year. Ibia, sa 1 week year twice. So you have almost annual my home so 1 week in a day and count. And the clarity near say JHS for 1 day or more original date, which is a nano and a more quite. And you're 17th, I won't 17th no. And one more primary, no. But them say we all confused, say can't be a can say basic schools, but basic, you know, your primary and your JHS. And I think say partly no so no. At the ministry there, non-GS, now we also take responsibility for it because we say communication, clarity now mouth, papa, and by be a Kenya, I mean, varied opinions and interpretation of communicate the choir out there. I think it was quite broad, and the pass here to break down. GHS for directive, GHS for Makwai, or more original date, which is a primary for no more Makwai on the 17th, which will be catered for again. I'm say Anopeya Minister Chimaj so one of the media interviews. I'm say I me modding, but I think say me kuti na there was also another erroneous misrepresentation. He said even Omo senior higher requirement 23rd. No, it is rather 17th. No, it is not 23rd. Say as was widely speculated. I mean at the basic level now, abeye issue now we can no. A basic for no a primary for no 17th na we no we a JHS for no ye I mean na ya na so mo makwan.
Okay, nti junior high school for mutie na mo hwe no news no ne say we breaking news Kessben Maakye so from the PRO but o mo ntre no ayi no to screen so ma me PRO GS or say junior high schools across the country.
But you be position, I'm position be back. I mean, the role is
Ministry of Education.
Ministry of Education.
Cassandra, I'm Cassandra.
I mean,
Cassandra and OGS. Cassandra, good morning. And I was quite in the Tuja, Kessben, so say junior high school and Nemo Makwan. And I don't know. Sat down maybe a school there, and you know.
I think it will be communicated. We'll communicate,
And the compensation no better say P1 to P6 for now, mono trim 1 week. No, most of be school now. Almost better than a few 1 week.
1 week.
Now, I enjoy it. So many junior high school in United.
Not balance.
I national standardized test for basic 4 peoples. Hunsama Bebre. What is it about?
You can't national standardized test. I want to tougher. Say, or might be no. I mean, studies and other researches now prove so might be as open so develop a true education. Education, no, or feed so the first interview here, education pivoted on 3 key variables. The first one is be a friend access, no be any biako. In the access on at the secondary level, also see no be no biako, even at the basic level. Not tertiary will be. Name access we are near busy quality. Quality also, of course, dependent on certain variables. But if we are ordained teacher for no more capacity, for instance, be a teacher professionalization, standardization. Now the banner or say you also get the right teachers on MBT international standard. No more their chairman for now a day. I think so. Your assessment regime is very key. When you good assessment regime, a better yes and no say actual exams, the actual exams near co. At the end of the day, no, a woman no any impact on your socio-economic transformation. Or maybe a developer we are CBR, a woman. Oshe Omaya Abribia no Motima achieve the gross tertiary enrollment ratio. Says a nipa na and school for Motima a minor for minor more hub point or more a population of Motimi Ako square do at the tertiary level. Or maybe a timid do bear 40% Tibiano. So how might need to be developed. And now there is that level of socio-economic transformation. But unim Ubetimenya the gross tertiary enrollment ratio the Nipanako Sukua do up to the tertiary level. But one here in your development, especially if we education system no and your papa and the kind of education at the Mount Crawford. 21st century science, technology, engineering, because we have to meet the demands and the dictates of the fourth industrial revolution. That is the key vision of the Honorable Minister for Education. And as part of that, we ensure say or more climb ladder na course up to the tertiary level. You have the best and quality students, they have to be a good assessment regime. But to him say, the only assessment regime of national significance in Huno, school, it will take a for 11 years and some the first national assessment. I mean, and that is a BEC. Now, problem Honorable Minister for Education, Dr. Yoduchume, say. So what class 1, KG, class 1, class 2, class 3, there could see 11 years and some of the JS laboratory BC na. Intervention be at the to improve learning outcome. Umadukuntia, because we are secondary school. In this crown yard, there so here improvement. So Buka yard here acceleration. Afe unyasa intervention in Timmy Mabofrano. And so under the education strategic plan now, they transform or they reform education, of course, to have an impact on the socio-economic transformation and also socio-economic development. One of the key requirements, and I say one of the key plans, and they say you have a good assessment regime. So the bear will be able to identify problem for they say and and that is literacy and numeracy. Want to mean your basic account, and additionally, is pivoted on literacy and numeracy. Additionally, pivoted on literacy and numeracy. Jabofra no want to mean kind of better as Accra would do JHS now the integrated science man obey my a better no bit my FSS. And so, what the Honorable Minister for Education is saying, say quickly, you conduct a test way. You conduct here, you bring home more strength and no more weaknesses. My member, even the global perspective, I mean, narrow down to a comma AD. Oh, here, sub-Saharan Africa here. UN would date be an open making kind of them. Was the percentage of children and adolescents not achieving minimum proficiency in reading and mathematics? I mean, 2015 as that data we buy. Oh, here, sub-Saharan Africa. And Kwara Munima can kind on Timin card there, of say mathematics. Mathematics is 84% or no Timinian contact.
ana English language 88%. Unim de chere ye yin kwara ohabia wo saa abibre mu mantem ha a mo ye nkwara obi o mo ko school no emu maako 88 ntimi enkenkan emu maako 84 ntimi nyama, which is a very damning situation. If I compare baby to see Europe, I mean those are our reference points and our standard in here. We hear Europe, the same for proficiency rating at Europe and Northern America, for instance, and Kwara Muntimin go in the 100 be a 14 penny intimin 14 penny intimin mathematics. The reverse is however true here, 88 and 84%, which means we better ten Kwara akwara no will only chew and poor, but entiasia ankasa or they kenkan atiasia nasa or they assume the way to be able to solve problems and have an impact on the socio-economic transformation. Akwara intimin. And honorable minister, yen train 11 years. Emma Koran contribute or true if there is no any intervention. I feel the system now ya creating a backup Koran say unya D7, unya E8, unya F9, unya grade C. In the end, some promote to grammar and secondary school. In the end, quickly let's go in with that intervention. Yemen Koran entrance of him. And so here no, we are not grading them. There be yen grade ya Koran in the end can say we the first, we the second, we the third. And so here no. And you know they determined to promote Accra and I see promote 2. For say class 4 for your motor, you can say oh, and so he will failure amount class 5. There be who be any so here no. I dare here so here and say outcome a ban data e benyano will depend on that data. Say okwas micro santi achem domi abra. Ebia within that constituency and answer within that district santi achem no for no. Ebia nkwara atwe so here ebia nkonta no afi o ma anyade. Is an invitation for the ministry, is an invitation for the Ghana Education Service to say, hey, and contact enye wa how a DNA to improve the outcomes of and contact so develop. Let's get more small mass teachers there. It be a curriculum no use to be a teacher for an teaching and learning materials ben intervention ben to help Sankara more because Santi Achem Domi Abrahono. Then quickly we go there. So, you bet me the data will tell us ebia emma nkwa mo ye ma kra na ebia eba enkonta mo nyade. What is the problem? Because ya will be so no the enkonta ontimi nye. We identify the problem and go there. And so that is what the Honorable Minister for Education is saying. Say before kra na be do class 5 na hu problem o ho na solve.
Okay.
Or class 6 no try before we do JSS1 na hu problem o ho na solve. Or class 2 so no try before we do class 10 na hu problem no ya solve. And so class 4 dey wa culture again. Our advantage be
so I'm breaking it down. All what class is saying, my own say much before. Let's say class 4 for nature the yes.
Education strategic plan transform your education, you know. So the it will meet the demands of the 21st century, another the fourth industrial revolution. I say a country, you know, the learning nation. Oshemwa class 2 for bachelor, class 4 for bachelor, class 6 for bachelor. But for the start on the day, you say, and more from only public schools. Class 4 for the started. Now, who was as a day class 4 for the started?
I don't know. Let's go. I don't know.
Let's go. I did a class 4 for any other class. Okay, UN for more SDGs, no. Sustainable development goals so that I don't know my BR try to in terms of development they are aligned to. Omo SDG 4.1.1 no. They talk about proficiency. Say akora etimi kenkan ana sa akora no betima yede aboa no ngomasuam. Akora timi bu akonta ana betima aboa akora no ngomasuam. Okay, education strategic plan as well. We also talk about that. The assessment regime na can also by a framework they assess and also talk about that. Now, Osha sa UN SDG 4.11 yinum na ade amo kanyina ne documents ne authorities am stating no. Centered on say ye fe be learning poverty. Learning poverty ni akora around from 10 years untimi ni makenka. It is expected say by 10 years so utimi kenkan ehunu atro na utimi disua de. Now UN produce a category of class 4 for so. It is started the first one there. Yeah, started with class 4 for. You who say yeah, and strength in numeracy and literacy because all your tests na and all subjects no. Even though it covers largely the curriculum no. Based on akrano ability say obetimaya kenkan and now say not that only I can but obetimi so ayede ebunkona. And so it's the more reason why they started class 4. Subsequent years, which is this year, and class 2 for be class 6 for be, and I'm sure say ebekwa because nipa no chura okona nimfu for be or sabe de obetro advantage back when American say eyi free ho say akra not to 11 years on throw any national exams that all of a sudden you see BC after any di hu any ebaba po any you see any hu because akra no but ekoye annual routine mano afibia you write an exams of national enya ga na nkwa na throw I mean even if you come to yebibre mu ha a lot of countries throw but it say a friend say Zambia for instance yemutrobi oko Angola otrobi oko maybe to say Kenya otrobi oko and even beyond I say United States Philippines and woman mu nyina ye standards are womo etimi ensure that quality aspect of education any impact on or relevance on the socio-economic transformation. And those are the models that we have to mimic. Open here do sebi ono so amanone o try so you see ade ya ade kakra ono so nimdi kakra ono so dey ba say yemfa kakra we so sister ye nwoma sua ni mu yenhu problems e yewo akora akora otimi bu nkunta otimi ye English otimi ya kenkan wantimi ya intervention be na wo ho na yemfa nko bo akora.
So it's more of research exams.
For the
research exams are model share your man performance. The almost cinema courses 17 from Bema Quanti specifically no the better no better exams and how many days?
Oh yeah, 1 day.
Okay, the no better.
The 17th. I think 17th is a Friday.
Okay.
17th is a Friday.
1 day.
In two sections. I say I mean 30 multiple choice objectives. Multiple choice objectives in quantity. No as what na o take and as o circle the right answers. In two sessions on metro literacy
no metro questions na mo.
Enye nkwa na agencies on bad doing start test no WAEC. Yeah, WAEC ana NACA ana the Ghana Education Service. One more na akabom say one more asset the text or mobile administrator test no because I mean NACA na no do curriculum ne by into free menye GES also the agency are responsible for tertiary education. Fitting KGR, BCGHS, we free menye. WAEC so na I mean that has been the agency. You know almost when it comes to the conduct of exams, especially of national nature, you also ebebo ne aye.
But any teachers bidding command pay na omo cancer sabre besi sabre nyina no new curriculum aye dia mom so mo fanchira de no omo san shedanka ho krata na no be any minister din komo me kai hukuma se ema oka se moguso but oda na mana chesa
en krata se textbooks ana em se omo kai na textbooks was in the
textbooks and yes textbooks are new curriculum no ho aye also omo timinya de chirade.
Okay, so new curriculum no unse curriculum no the standard based curriculum the common core curriculum. Okay, standard based na I know the no use at the basic at the primary level. And common core no at the GHS level. Standard based no the own role currently use. I'm sure say no na we mo ka se be ho academia. Ya mo ka of course I mean I respect everybody's views but ebu ha na mo kakra. I think it's also because of how we define teaching and learning materials. For instance, meeting my class say me chere history. Part of the teaching and learning materials, meeting the graphic be at 79 graphic e dey achen kwara say emre bi say ni. That is my teaching and learning material. At the end of the day, it's up to say me teacher in the mepe kwan bi so amakora na yede atiase. Meba, you will be able to say teachers and learners resource pack. Teachers resource pack no. More or less no bibia e curriculum ni mu bia ese de chira bofra na de no ya kuchi ni nyina egu enkrata so a teacher ni no to guide the teacher in teaching abofra no eno wo teacher for saka your learners resource pack so a amofra no so saka de enkoye textbooks. And let me state this, teachers resource pack no and learners resource pack no the same content in the textbook. The textbook is only a broken down version. For say resource pack maybe a kata kese pa bibia me here bia se me de be chara bo father bo so be sua bia wo. Textbooks really say ya check chemu say e de be bo akra no. And I'm not saying this to justify the content textbook maybe chire mo. But if you go to, and I think we should put it in a proper context, say the bia I don't know bia unkofa me to me. The other jurisdictions, other countries, for instance UK for instance, what ban the use of textbooks. Or education system. Now, I'm not saying say I had, but textbooks, only supplementary reading material for Korano. Until so the impression you man make it look like say as a textbooks in education should end first of all, it's dangerous.
So what is happening now? Baby, I name say your traditional system, the way it's traditional. Always, yeah.
And as I said, I didn't do curriculum.
Textbooks are available. Didn't see new curriculum? No, and here's a textbooks.
Oh, there be answer.
And I say, I want to understand because
new curriculum here textbooks.
So what? The new curriculum. So what is happening to the textbooks?
Yeah, the new curriculum is not centered entirely or on textbooks to the sense to say if there are no textbooks, even the old textbooks, if a teacher believes that is a reference machine to understand it's part. But the enemy can say textbooks is only a supplementary reference material for Quran. But that is not to say same for textbooks. Textbooks don't want 7 years. Say I buy my contract, I buy the contract my publishers, I buy say ministry say ye be promote to be local content aspiration. Say Ghana ni beye no afa Ghana for adwuma in the printing of the textbooks. See to twa ye hye ye bind enti ye nye adwuma ni nyina o Ghana ha. Asem no new no the contract ma publishers no. Publishers no so okay bu ha kra say be nkokra mfi China de na China ni akonya but normal ba ku mi oni bu ho kra of course a bit ma say ya kra because printing ni bibia na benya bi wa ha. The whole of last year and also number the textbooks in that was 2020. According to them and the narrative and account they gave, last year productivity was generally low. It didn't COVID. And Yamono say any Abai more break. Next academic year, hopefully the textbooks are going to be put in use. But Abai was proactive. Ministry was proactive.
And before I call proactiveness, no. Yeah, say a local company said the mom saw mom produce because of COVID in delay.
Make I say you're more intimate meeting the target,
I want to understand something. I'm produce the Kaibe Hiani and now COVID-19 moment to me.
Oh, and make I say the contract was scheduled to take place last year. But
how many companies them?
I don't have the figures here.
Okay.
I'll have to cross check.
And now one company.
I don't have the figures here. Maybe so why would you question no asema mean full briefing home and can answer. Oh, and I'll be many to it now. I'll get it.
Now me best be because What make a very good point. Now we also had the account say, "Omo intimi a meet demands."
Yeah.
And debate me about so yeah the company name Mr. Speaker and an African Ziga. Bianca man an African Ziga name Mr. Speaker come to me aye and I Akuoko Kwarteng and come to me aye. But over when be the account Mr. Speaker nko on also need capacity to produce but akwa Ghana 70 now so.
Oh, there we may come about also may come say publishers, publisher.
Okay.
So it's not one, but I mean the right figures. So say you are dealing with will be contractor agreement before you are able to specifically, especially make it public. Now unim the raw details of it, and now when now kind of but the whole point is the whole of last year productivity was low, and yemo and me. To honor maybe they are part of the consideration or they are part of the contract. But this is the point. The ministry was proactive. The learners and teachers resource parks. Say Sadia, Yemfa learners and teachers resource parks. And 20 teachers. Even in the absence of the textbooks, they can use it. But also we can set a premise. We say the premise is that if you look at this new curriculum now, textbook is a supplementary material for Quran. And to open at the classroom material be a very necessary and necessary see the enhanced teaching and learning activities. The only difference is that Quran could feel no person or no any reference. Beyond say if you go learners resource park and all have be a woman, if you also only have English subject will be in the book. That is the only thing any ready. And I mean, let's even put it. What they mean through Quran put in the same. When there is any reformer, you have some of these, few delays, some of these backlashes, some of these challenges. It's very natural. You have an education system, produce only students, then you have an innovative man or also knows no. If these students are bad, they will be critical thinkers. If these students are bad, they will be assertive. If these students are bad, they will be problem solvers. And to say, oh yes, sir, at the end of the day, you have to make a whole lot of reforms. Making a whole lot of reforms, and also to say, in making the reforms, there will be challenges. And yes, we admit, say the textbooks in the supplying to students, it might have delayed or something, but it will come. But don't let us misconstrue that or equate that to say, my friend, your textbooks are some way, somehow, nothing is going on.
Okay.
And that will be unfair to all of us. And so we are discrediting Yahankasa Mana ye training or mono. and the kind of education that we are having, which is not the case.
Yane Akosi Kwarteng from Paul, or yeah, Kasama for Adema Ministry of Education and AD Nkomo. I was in Asama TTB. Now, I'm so answer what TTB. Teacher's laptop. A home system. Matadona when found Ministry of Education.
Teachers who laptop on them no. I didn't say me now saying sincerely I restrain myself in commenting on it further because the issue press statement to clarify the issue.
And you'll be a press statement.
See a church muso kakra. You should be the account was about church the book kakra. But I think I'll still restrain myself to statements that I'm making, you know, and maybe if there are any other issues that comes up, fine, we'll address them. And what's him say? You had the proposal in the document, you almost buy a contract document in the
why would not buy?
Oh, teacher unions or no? Maybe church be more. But we say, and what's him no? Say communication also. And the figures they are being bundled around. We see ministry say
I was using communication there, and I know the OTO no. A bit never said no opportunity. Now OTO names are different, and my teachers now organ in show. Any work Kessben, so because I didn't catch almost say anyone come on these issues and any other issue of education. And just a boy and it's a mukakra. One teacher unions, no one no yabobo from now to Nagra CCT and on the buyer. Then I know music for and now Akuoko do say role by the Ministry of Education mu player na and say yanko.
And the Ohe Krata it was September 2020. And three teacher unions, so no, I'm referring to NAGRAT, NAT, and CCT, and there's a coalition of concerned teachers. And the Moody proposal our brain ministry no. Proposal Moody by no as man no can say ministry no boa no somase and talk lot of small teachers. And this is these are unions, our membership strength is around 350,000. I think the justification also crab my ministry no is so much say. Okay, ministry and this of course in education strategic planner, you better transform your education. How do you transform it? Science, technology, engineering, and math. It falls in the vision of the ministry and in extension the president. And now we have vice president, they will launch laptops on. I mean, they now launch the distribution of the laptops on. And so when this proposal came on, and the ministry this way proposal, mind you, a bra you proposal and buy no, na proposal no company or supply laptops on, not a proposal no that. Amount na company na agent no. Neka proposal no hoda da asem no tie ba amount na eno so ka hoda da
majo tie ba
amount so neka hoda da but un say ade bia aban sika wo bia no aban play any and now make any financial obligation or financial commitment to it bia no certainly I also go through public procurement because public procurement na aban no edi tumi amana say mremo no obehwe say ade a wo so wo twei why ensure be a fair value for money. As my making that was 2020. Anna Abreno, I mean, a letter was written from the ministry. I think even heard my statement in the grey room. A letter was written from the ministry. I mean, the minister then, actual letter, how do you call it? Public Procurement Authority. Say, yeah, no more share. Say, this is the proposal that has come. Now, almost share, I mean, in terms of value for money, a friend say fiscal analysis and then make it projection say teacher union so no a laptop on everyone. And then a letter came back from the PPA say the price of the laptop should be quoted or pegged at this amount, and that is 1,550. Me do price in what could price varied news and varied opinions and I don't know. That was the idea by Carter them and okay. And so far as the Ministry of Education, the Minister of Education is concerned, this is it. So that is 1,550. 1,550, there was a payment model or payment plan for it. Teachers are supposed to pay 30% of the cost. I think 30% of the cost will give you around 460 something. We to make a calculate. Now I buy AFA the remaining 70%. Teachers 30%, Abambe for 70%. And so cumulatively, no kind of my 1,550. and laptops here launch and the distribution has started and is going. I think say the distribution at some point a slow kakra and Minister for Education Honorable Dr. Yaduchum or union leadership in CI any agency DS and he directed say the distribution ideally should move at a faster rate. Say
so far regions
I know that the number comes around 41,000 echo.
Okay.
Around 41,000 also echo. But I think if you speak to the company, they have the laptops now. They have more distribution now. But say there were issues. Court will be court injunction say you hold to distribution. So that is the whole issue about the laptop. I think some clarification maybe at the back here about this whole contention about say teacher unions on almost 1,008 and why teachers are very angry. Say if we take 30% of that amount in America, 1,550, it's supposed to be 460 something. And so the question is, I didn't think to move over 500 something. But mention about I think the impression that has been created around first of all, they say, to more free almost salary. That is not the case. I buy the BB buy, she say by continuous professional development allowance. Continuous professional development allowance is a part of teacher standardization and professionalization. Quite a for some teacher in enhancing the capacity. I buy say, but maybe over 100 cedis amount. If there is any refresher courses, if there is any reading material, talk and now they improve quality. You do that to score points. Say the bear also teach and you won't necessarily say we teach and make a grade down. You are not also building your capacity because I'm building capacity behind Korano. But soon maybe 100 cities and after say 1,200. I buy it I think as a lump sum. So 1,200 na buy it chairman. If you look at the arrangement now, the 30% to be deducted from. So on records, the 30% is not from their salary. This is a or see a TF in salary. I mean, it could. I don't run anything down, but it could be that there is a clear mistake from somewhere. Okay. It is not supposed to come from their salaries. It's supposed to come from one more continuous professional development allowance. Which any sika and yet wakati CD.
Okay. Yani Akuoko Kwarteng, Okasa Dema Ministry of Education and Edin Komono. Me call Facebook me who say ne hia etitiri pa da be makwan so me who message it best 7 I beside the same question mbacho maminsi subio junior high school makwan ne and then 8 December 2021 junior high school omo makwan ne. That is according to PRO Ministry of Education. Our what business school ketwom from class 1 to class 6 ebe makwan 17th December. Ntina se na ochu bako eba be come de ho na omu makwan 17th na 17th na no betwere B4 for no betwere o exams no there's omu wie ya na primary school for nyina amakwan ntini omu aye ne se so omu bie school date ba se mba bie school a junior school for no bia omema primary school for no 1 week no omu de aje o ma home ofie na te se omu nso aba na bibia ai kama enti tiawa eno no abono nkrapa ho sima aduono mieno I wish Senka betumi abonko mo na to aso pa moment try de kakrai na yenhwe se wotie ya no pe na wo hwe o Kessben TV so a na se stroke na etete wo diabetes na hypertension na hepatitis A B C D and K ana o typhoid fever malaria etete o ulcer peptic ulcer prostate cancer enlargement ana okuoko don soro no nansi ya odi bedi bronya won se ehi wo yoba nansi ya won no kuro mu bedi bronya yi wotimu se niema nhyeda nkoye a ema no mo na munim e wo se ukona yetimi stimi vagina no ema o afei opeba ba ko na ope ntafo ana ope oba na bema nyina ba yebebo eye Dr. Grace Bodu oni ne doctors no ma bempa o na eye se aduma pay Grace Gift Herbal Clinic and Laboratory. Grace Gift Herbal Clinic and Laboratory no womuna eboa masa yare nyina ya bobo so yi every ho and fibroids skin rashes yare bia woni padua ma titi obia bia na krata so ntiantia mo nyina anope Dr. Grace Bodu Grace Gift Herbal Clinic and Laboratory Services or say yankancho sebra na beja se ni wachimota Petroleum Banglo Omone Family Life International School no and share them your number is 0246 518 003 0246 518 003 Grace Gift no Brana Bibia and Kama Emfa Emao. Afe Kessben Outreach Foundation Ekoso Kaimo say ye common po baby so any yankefiaka ewa sentimentamo Kumasina adesrani tete afibia ni mo na ye ye sana amanfo asua enti mesra se wotie na wo Kumase na bibia nkra ha na wo achede bi say biscuit drinks anwa emo toilet rolls nom toothpaste nom ne toothbrushes nom singlet ne enema bi ade che nkwada ye nkwada mpaboa nkwada ntade nom ne nkwada socks ne ade no na no papa bi de jutai bai se ode me ya kokoma nkwada nam se ene de nkwada yi ombesa pa enema de man nkwada di agro ye bia no obetimi de aka ho bia ba ye wo Aseda Twin Towers ene wo circle ye nkra ha Aseda Twin Towers circle e wo nkra ha Bevuda for office no ena Kumase nso be kwa Aseda house adwum na odi akọ se bi a opese ye begye yoma na your number is 0249 874495 0249 874495 o fresh number ye ba begye ena obi won so opese oye ne sika mobile money na odi aka ho na e de akoma enkwada no a eno 0245 759593 0245 759593 mume nyina nka mom na yenye na enyefe meba no pena na frimpon ziga bi sam so na weekend na holiday program ma Kumase nyina se okobie program so on kra ha nyina na frimpon de na address obekọ nyina be enti wo bo ha na ebia na odo ho bebo no do hia show ade besa ana ohia slippers bi ana designer outfit bi ade be pie ana Italian shoes in office wear ne dinner dresses ni ade afi na so Dissolve so 23 days akade na memfa nche na to bia ngoso no kakra wo bi oni bio so mo ani jefi se afia so do be call wedding engagement no ne ade a wafade no o se o mani hia o Ultimate Fashion and Furniture City o mo Kumase drum udu meteri run about ho no a ubisa akakra e be kiro any living room set ho bedroom set wardrobe dining tables cabinet swivel chair any porch chairs ni nyina ebi ewo ho your number is 0209 13673 0209 13673 simply a touch of star bibia be fine ediamao afi multi credit savings alone sa no pen kan kire mo se mo nam nipa enso enum anan kro no makam ho bom ena mo pa besia ede mujuma obetimi akọ multi brand bi acha na otwemi no kosi na otwemi nsa na monsaka besia no na mo de ahye mojuma no na mojuma no so etimi etumpon your number is 0277 712 888 0277 712 888 customer satisfaction is our priority na semunim dada se multi credit e ba ye nyamfie mako aduonu miensa na mfie aduonu miensa ye nya no yen kase yen mfie aduonu miensa keke na yen kan ya no saa ye se nam dua so na ho soro nti mfie aduonu miensa multi credit ye nya dodo na free customers a modoyen na yenso domo ti management say yemma mo Toyota Corolla Toyota Yaris Hyundai i10 na Pragya no yede makoma aduonu na atoso abobo ya nso makoma aduonu ene yede atoso na ene se customers mo doso ntino yemma mo beto akrade ana yebema mo coupon 200 Ghana cedis be account and waju coupon 150 Ghana na waju coupon no second prize no afei 100 Ghana and no Hyundai i10 no prize no na waju coupon and 50 Ghana no Pragya no waju coupon and afei 20 Ghana no so yabobo na eno so waju coupon edimonsha no so Pragya na yabobo ya na cars edigu so no na eba chede te se blenders rice cookers no fridges no television set ene de kanka ho anyagro nditieni ye 200 Ghana coupon no ya to akrade na betimenya Toyota Corolla 150 Ghana Toyota Yaris 100 Ghana Hyundai i10 50 Ghana Air Pragya and 20 Ghana eye aboboya edubetumi akomoti branch bia na wakoju coupon de bia kan sikan de da so ya wa de da wakan so fie aduonu miensa madaroma ena yedi baby adunti no ye chema the customer satisfaction is our priority afi Kessben University College ewadum ye Aseda house hwede mo ho na omose yemfa mumra na obia mesua de endi ma me apape ana wa otie mi no oso obia otumrika na okosua de na adesua ye kwakire no eye 3 months intensive practical training and say ye maunimdie ewo radio adwumam say obe show host ana commentator ana analyst said in another ziga bobo ni papa ana opese we commentator ana reporter anything you want to do about radio DJ ɛna ampɛ sɛ ɔyɛ a ɛwobɛbɔ yɛ nnwuma ma yɛfele ne nyinaa no ɛyɛ certificate program ɛne yɛwura ne campus no waseda a ɔsɛ dum hwɛ ne mu na wowɔ outside Kumasi na wobɛyɛ hostel hɔ yɛ abɛnya baabi ada a ɛnsɛ da nyɛ problem biara ɛwɔ sɛ wotutu mmirika na wobɛsua deɛ na ɛnɛ yi ɛnwoma sua ɛne yɛde te baabi education for development ɛno no also please Mr. Spokesperson, I want to know some of the message from Facebook. Your view on agriculture as a subject being taken off. Ɛsɛ ɔmo yɛ agriculture free so nti laptop no deɛ ɛndeɛ MC bisa ɛho nsɛm dodoɔ no ɛwɔ ha mbamkyɛ mo ne yɛ ntena yɛtwa ɛho abasia akwasi sɛ mame ma wa minute no nti kakra
me say why can we lazy was resource and I think say good news for all of us as a country here core subjects, that is English, mathematics, integrated science and social studies. At least, I mean, Ubia, we share a year record now. There has been 50, at least the mark of 50%. No, this is a Mofrano. Yeah, maybe this is English here. Correct, Timinya A1 to C6 near 54.08%. Mathematics 54.11%. Integrated science 65.70%, social studies 66.03%, which means that Nkora etiminya